Hi guys, it's that time again. It's a walk through my garbage can. Well, actually it's not my garbage can, it's my recycling can. Here you go. This is what the guy's looking like. And I think Gary nearly had a vomit when he saw the amount of products here. So for me to get to the bottom of product is really saying a lot. You know, I tinker, I try out a lot of products, and more often than not, I move on to something else before I actually finish something. So these are the products that I've used up over the summer months, and I'm going to let you know whether I'm repurchasing or not. Now, I'm going to have to go through them pretty quickly because I have a ton of stuff here. I am going to do them first by category, and then I'm going to do them alphabetically by brand. You may want to grab yourself a large cup of coffee or tea, or maybe even a glass of wine and settle in. You know, this could be a long one. Now, as always, I'm going to start off with skincare. You know, it's my one true love. And first up is Allies of Skin. I think I've become an unintentional walking commercial for these guys. I use their products every single day and I talk about them constantly. So this is for Allies of Skin. If you are listening, I would be happy to quit my job and come work for you. Just so you know, though Gary would not allow that.
Nope.
Nope. Hi guys, we have a little bit of a guest. I have people asking me quite a bit about Jackson, and he's got quite the dirty little face there, so we just thought he'd bring him up to say hello. I say hi, your paws are very dirty. Are you just outside? Yes, you were. All right. Back to the program. So anyway, I have 4 Allies Empties here. First is the multi-hyaluronic antioxidant hydrating serum. Now, I have mentioned a few times on this channel that I don't like hyaluronic acid serums because I don't find them hydrating. They just don't work for me. Well, this product makes me eat my words. I love it. It does exactly what no other hyaluronic acid serum has been able to do for my skin. Now, it was actually my friend Cecilia over at My Fading Skin on Instagram. And if you don't follow her, you should. She's the one that turned me on to this, and now I can't get enough. So this is now firmly in my routine. It is beautiful. My skin is glowy and plump, and I love it. So this is empty, and my new one just arrived, so I'm back in business. The next product by Allies really doesn't need any introduction. It's the Peptides and Antioxidants Firming Daily Treatment, and I have squeezed every little drop out of this that I could. I constantly refer to this as my Superman in a tube. I always have it, and I always have backups, and I think I have 2 more over here. Now, it's recently been reformulated. This is the older version, but the new version has even more powerful stuff in it. It has 13 brighteners, 9 antioxidants, 7 firming peptides, and so much more. It's a one and done product, and I love him. Same with the next empty. This is probably my second most used Allies product. It's the Peptides and Omegas Firming Eye Cream. It has been my holy grail for years. It is super hydrating, it's plumping, it's firming, it's everything. And yes, I have 2 more sitting over there, so I'm all set. And the very last one by Allies is actually a factory sample, guys. It's a new product. I've been testing it for the last 4 or 5 months. I can't really talk about it yet, but you'll be hearing all about it in October, so stay tuned. And by the way, if you want to pick up any stuff by Allies, I have a discount code that'll save you some money. Next up is my Aven Thermal Spring Water. I use this with my devices. So when I'm doing things like microcurrent or radio frequency, and if the gels or the serums are starting to dry up, I just spray a little bit of this on to reactivate. So yes, I have the replacement. It's actually the full size this time, and I'm ready to go. Next is one of my favorite sunscreens. This is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun and Probiotics SPF 50. It's affordable. It feels fantastic on the skin. I just love this product. I mean, it's hydrating, it leaves a wonderful sheen, and it works so well under makeup. I haven't repurchased this yet. And by the way, I've probably gone through 5 of these. And the only reason I haven't repurchased it yet is because I have tons of sunscreens that I need to get through after my recent sunscreen challenge video, which I will put a link to down below. But I will definitely be repurchasing this again as soon as I run out. Okay, next up is one of my new favorites of 2024. It's from a new Irish brand, Doctrine Skincare, and it's called the Radiant C Serum. I know I've talked about it here before. Now, the vitamin C in this is tetrahexadecyl ascorbate, and that is an oil-soluble form of vitamin C, and it's my new favorite form because it's more stable and it's also less irritating to the skin. I adore this product because it's a very lightweight, super dry oil, which I know sounds kind of strange, because it doesn't leave any greasiness. Now, I love an oil. not even a heavy oil. But this is super lightweight. It soaks right in, and it will be suitable even for those with oily skin. She's so lovely. I haven't repurchased yet, but I am definitely going to, and I'll be using my own discount code. Next up is by S Skincare, and this is the brand that really got me out of trouble when I destroyed my barrier a few years ago, and they taught me the importance of protecting our natural microbiome. This is called the Biome Mist. Now, I've gone through quite a few of these at this point. It has prebiotics and probiotics, and it really promotes a healthy barrier. I find it refreshing, I find it hydrating, and I just know that it's good for my skin. Now, she's pricey, but I think she's worth it. Now, I do have a discount code if you're purchasing from S here in Ireland. I'm sorry, it's only for the Ireland site. So if you guys are here, I've got a discount code. Next up is a cleanser by Harborist. And this was really a bit of a surprise. It's called the Hypergentle Skincare Balm Gel Cleanser. This was sent to me in PR, and I can't believe how much I like it. I'm not a massive gel cleanser fan. I definitely prefer balms and cream cleansers. That's because I have dry skin. But this is really quite different. Now, they call it a gelled oil cleanser. Now, it is oil and glycerin based. In fact, it's 20% glycerin. So it's actually really soft on the skin, and it gets absolutely everything off without stripping anything. I'm really in love with this product. Now, as the name suggests, it's designed for even the most sensitive skin. Now, I haven't repurchased yet because I have a mountain of cleansers that I need to get through, but I absolutely will. It is definitely one of the best gel cleansers I've ever tried, so it's worth a check out. The next one is kind of a strange one. It's a souped up water created by a California esthetician called Joella Milan. It's called the Capture Youth Water. Now, I came into contact with Joella when I was trying to get my hands on Peptides by Victoria Deanne, and I'll come to that in a little bit. But anyway, Joella makes this stuff herself, and it's all natural, and it only contains natural spring water and a whole bunch of minerals. It has gold, silver, copper, platinum, magnesium, and zinc. And each one of these minerals does something different for the skin. So together, this magic water should lift and firm and tone and hydrate and balance the skin. Now, I've actually repurchased this a couple of times, and I'm still really curious about it. Now, do I notice a difference? I don't know. Not exactly sure yet, but I keep buying it, so I'm kind of sticking with it. So yes, I have more here. I use it every day in the morning and in the evening. Now, the only thing you need to note about this is you absolutely have to use this properly in order to get the benefits. You don't just spray it on and move on. You have to actually rigorously massage it into the skin. It likes friction in order to activate. Just letting you know. Next up is by Josh Rosebrook. It's the Ultra Peptide Cream. This is a brand that I just need to try more from. Now, I've now gone through 2 of these, and let me tell you, the love is real. It is packed with ceramides, it is packed with peptides, but really for me, this is all about the texture. It's fluffy, but it's super hydrating. I mean, ultra hydrating, as the name would suggest. It's microbiome friendly, and my skin just glows. It's just so pretty. Now, I haven't repurchased yet because I can't get it into this country without paying import charges. And by the way, my lovely Gary got this one for me for Christmas, so he paid the import charges. Thanks, Gary.
Crazy.
But I think I just need to pick up some stuff when I get home because there are so many other products that I want to try by them. Next up is a regular feature here. It is Maysama's Green Rooibos Pressed Serum. I use this product every single day with my red light therapy devices. It has been proven to boost the effectiveness of red light by more than 250%. I mean, come on. So I've done videos about it. I've done videos with founder Bev May Sanderson. I buy it in packs of 3, and I think I have 1 here left and still 1 in the bathroom. And I use my discount code, which I'll put up here for you. I bang on about it all the time, so I'm just going to leave it at that. You're probably not going to be surprised. I have 2 here by Naturium. One is the Barrier Bounce, which is just bouncy deliciousness. My skin loves it. I've done a full video about it, which I'll list below. I repurchased it on my last trip home, so yay, I'm good to go. Okay, then there's the Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. I've actually repurchased this multiple times. I love it. It's super hydrating. It's nice and glowy, and it works really well under makeup. But what I picked up is the new travel size on my last trip home. So that's really designed to go into my travel bag, and it's going to sit there until the next time I get on a plane. Genius. Okay, next up are from Patchology. They're the Flash Patch Rejuvenating Eye Gels. To be honest, I'm not sure if they've gifted these or if I bought these. I mean, it could go either way because they've sent them to me in the past and I've repurchased them as a result. I'm really into eye masks right now. I know that they're not environmentally friendly, but I really like them. I keep them in my beauty fridge so they're nice and cool. So when I apply them, it's just makes me feel nice, particularly if I've had a few glasses of wine the night before. So I haven't repurchased these yet, but I'm pretty sure I will. I'm here for the eye masks, so I need some more. Next up, this is my tretinoin prescription by Skin and Me. I have a couple of them, and I have some sad news. I have broken up with tretinoin again. Oh, I have a very rocky relationship with Tret. I mean, everything is smooth sailing until he makes my skin unhappy. Now, I know it's the gold standard, but once again, I've had to kick him to the curb. I just don't want unhappy skin in my life. And I'm finally realizing that. If my skin gets upset or irritated, and that can be anything, it can be peeling, redness, itchiness, burning, bumpiness, I just stop. I just stop doing whatever is causing it. It's just not worth it to me. You know, I want happy skin. I want plump skin. I want hydrated skin. So what if I have a few more wrinkles? I think I can live with it. And I also think this is probably my 4th breakup. Now, Skin and Me, it's not you. It's totally me. I think the service is great. The product is great. The support is great. It's just not working out for me right now. Now, perhaps we'll get back together in the future. Who knows? Next are a bunch of peptide products by Victoria Deanne. This is a very impressive organization. Now, they've created their own peptides in an FDA registered lab in the US to address various skin concerns. Now, these are only purchasable from doctors or from estheticians. You cannot buy them on the internet. And that's how I found Joella Milan. Now, she does require a phone consultation to determine suitability, and then you can order from her privately. So they have a suite of products that I purchased, and I've purchased them more than once. I got the Pepti Lift, I got the Pepti Tone, and the Pepti Elastin. Now, each of these targets a different thing, a certain aspect of our skin. And together, they should be lifting and tightening and firming and all the good things for maturing skin. But let me tell you, they are time consuming, because you have to wait 60 seconds before you apply each product. Now, I know that doesn't seem like much, but when your skincare routine is as long as mine, you do notice a few extra minutes. Now, they're also expensive. So when you tally them all up, I mean, individually they're fine, but they do get expensive. And I have to ship them from LA. But here's the real kicker. I didn't give them enough time, or the consistency wasn't there, because I need at least 6 weeks to see any change in my skin, right? And I ran out of these products at 6 weeks, and I didn't get the next shipment and start again for about another 2 months. So whatever changes would have started, I completely lost and then had to start again for another 6 weeks. So I never really got to see what they're capable of. So I'm not saying they don't work. I'm saying I don't know if I have the heart to make it work by starting again and sticking with it. So I would really like to know if any of you have tried Victoria Deanne. Should I stick with it and repurchase, or should I just move on? I mean, I have so many other things to try. Okay, there's one last item here in skincare, and then we're done. It is the Body Shop's Chamomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. And this was a funny one. I remember loving this product years ago, long before I started this channel. I must have just first arrived in Ireland, which would have been probably 19 years ago. But it popped into my head one day, months ago. I have no idea why. And I thought to myself, I should pick that up and try it out again. So maybe a month later, I was walking through a mall in Lisbon. I was on my way to a conference, and you literally have to walk through this mall to get to the convention center from the metro station. And I saw a little Body Shop there. So I picked one up and brought it home. I don't know if you remember that, Gary. No. That's okay. I realized I don't like it anymore. I didn't feel it's as elegant as I remember. And I actually wasn't mad on the scent either. I mean, it's kind of funny, isn't it? What I remember in my head is not how it felt when I used it. Now, maybe cleansing balms have just become more sophisticated. I don't know. Maybe my tastes have just changed. But either way, was kind of a dud. I mean, I finished it, but I'm not going to be repurchasing. So before we move on, if you're enjoying this video, I would love if you would hit that like button so this video reaches more people, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. It's free. It's easy. Okay, next up is body care. And the first is definitely a luxury product. It's the Augustina's Botter The Body Cream. Y'all probably know I am a Botter girl. Well, I wish I was a Botter girl. I'd bathe in his products if I could afford to. They kindly gifted this to me. I know, I'm shocked too. And it is superb. Now, like all of their products, it contains their proprietary TFC8, which is the Trigger Factor Complex 8, which supports cellular renewal and it guides key ingredients into the cells. She's thick. I mean, super thick. So it really takes time to rub this in. It's probably one of the things that I really like about it because it feels substantial, like it's actually doing something. Now, they say that it helps to firm and plump the skin, and it's going to reduce the appearance of cellulite and stretch marks. Wouldn't that be nice? But you know, I probably should have tested that out by using this every day until it was gone. But in typical Botter style, I like to prolong the experience, so I only used it once or twice a week. And guys, it's 175 euros. Needless to say, I won't be repurchasing. But if I had the dough, sure, I'd be buying everything in the Botter line. I mean, I definitely have some favorites, and there's one I invest in regularly, but I have to save my pennies. Next is by Bioderma. It's the Atoderm 2-in-1 Dry Body Oil. I did mention this, I think, in my June favorites. I picked this up when I was in Bordeaux, and I flew through it. Now, I love it. I love an oil in the shower after I've slightly dried off my skin. And what I like most is that this is a dry oil. So it doesn't hang around like other oils, which I'm generally okay with, but it sort of just disappears. Now, I haven't picked this up again. I'm currently using Coba oil at the moment, but I definitely will. It's just a shame I didn't buy a whole bunch more when I was in France because it's half the price. Next up is something I stumbled across when I was in Amsterdam. Now, this is the Isabella Melting Body Balm Intense Hydration by Cinq Sensé. I hope I pronounced that right. I popped into a little design shop that showcased local artists and jewelry makers and homewares and beauty products. And this is my perfect kind of shop, by the way. I love picking up local products on my travels because they're things you just would never come across. And coincidentally, the founder of this brand just happened to be tinkering with the display in store, so I had a chance to chat with her. She's lovely. She's an Italian woman, I think, married to a local fella. Anyway, so I picked up this body balm and it was just as lovely as she was. It was kind of hard to get started. So like taking it out of the tin was really tricky, and it was really hard to apply to your skin because it's quite waxy. But once it started to sink and melt into the skin, it was just loveliness. I happily finished up this product. Now, I probably won't be buying again because it's over in Amsterdam and I have to ship it, so probably not, but it was just a nice little piece to have, and I'm really glad I got to use it. Okay, I have two more products from Naturium. Surprise, surprise again. Number one is the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash. It's definitely probably my second favorite product by Naturium. I love it. I've already repurchased it. There's really not a whole lot more to say about it. I am just going to use it over and over again. And then the product that works so well in conjunction with this is the Biolipid Restoring Body Lotion. Yes, I love it. Yes, I've already replaced it. These two together are just fantastic, and they are such a good value. You know, these big honkin' containers are like 16 bucks and they last forever. I do have a discount code, but it's only good for one purchase. If you're going to place a Naturium order, do it all at one time, because then my discount code is going to work. So the next one is a new love, and I completely forgot about it until I found it in my Empties bin. It was part of a goodie bag that I got ages ago. This is called Relief U-Life 10. Now, this is so weird in that it's somehow super lightweight as far as when you apply it to your skin, and deeply nourishing, like Hydration City. So I have to go buy it again. It's just divine. I have to leave it here on my desk to remind me to go and buy it again, because this is one I actually don't want to be without. Okay, then we're up into hair care. Guys, hair care is next. Are you still with me? I feel like this is a really long video. Anyway, this is a super important category for me these days. You probably know that if you've been coming here. You know, I keep talking about my menopausal hair, and I'm trying all sorts of things to deal with it. And most of the things here are big fat winners. Well, except maybe the first one. This one is the Hair and Scalp Hydrating Microbiome Treatment by 107. And I honestly just think I haven't figured it out. Maybe I don't understand what this is supposed to do. I thought it was a conditioner. That's how I used it. That's why I bought it. But now I don't think it is, and I do prefer my other regular, normal daily conditioner anyway. I did use it up and I liked using it, but I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be doing or where it should fit into my routine. So the way that I ended up using it was as a conditioner, but just on my scalp, right? I don't know. It seems kind of stupid to have two conditioners. I'm not really sure. Like, it talks about the benefits of the scalp because the scalp and the hair are sort of two different things, and I do treat them differently because what this needs is not the same as what this needs. So I don't really know how to use this, so I haven't repurchased it yet. It's a fabulous line, and I'm really interested in trying the shampoo and conditioner, which my friend Cecilia says is amazing. So if you know how I'm supposed to be using this or what I'm doing wrong, please let me know, because I was using that just on the scalp and then something else on the ends. Seems kind of silly. So next up has been a game changer. It is the Après Bond Repair Treatment Concentrate. I talked about this in my last video, or maybe 2 videos, and I love it. It's a shampoo pre-treatment that's designed to help to protect the hair and rebuild the bonds. I spray this onto dry hair 30 minutes before I get into the shower, and I can tell you that I think it's definitely helping my hair. Now, I've already repurchased this. It's like a little 2-pack. I've repurchased it twice, and then they kindly sent me a refill just a few weeks ago. Thank you. This has become an automatic repurchase. I will be using my own code, and I don't shower without it. Next was an Instagram made me do it. This is the hair mask by Georgie Main, and there was a certain period where you could not go onto Instagram without seeing it. So this is the 10-minute hair mask, and the ads looked amazing. Of course they did. You'd think I'd know better. I didn't love it as a hair mask. My other hair mask, I definitely prefer. So I started using this as a conditioner instead, just to finish it up in the shower. So what I was doing was using the 107 scalp mask on my head, and then I would put the Georgie Main on the strands. No, I didn't repurchase. I'm not going to repurchase. I don't know if you've liked it. I'd be very curious to hear. I prefer Hyel instead, which leads me on to the next Empties, which are all Hyel. I have 4 of them here. This is my favorite hair care brand for troubled hair, and I've been using them, I don't know, a year and a half now. My core products are theirs. So there is the Hydrate shampoo, which I also like the volume shampoo. I kind of go between the two. Then there's the volume conditioner, which was a very exciting addition to their range, which is relatively new. And then there's the Hydrate mask. I reorder every time I get low. So yes, replacements are already in the shower. I think I have a backup of the shampoo as well. They do incredible things for my hair, and the scent. No hair product has ever smelled as good, in my opinion. Now, they are on the pricier side, but a little really does go a long way. So they actually last much longer than the stuff you get at the drugstore. The last one from them is the Complete Recovery Complex, which is a growth serum. But I found I've just of late have been forgetting to use it. Now, I think I've reordered 3 times, 4 times in the past, and I really like it, but I'm just not using it. It's just somehow fallen out of the routine, so I probably won't repurchase because I actually have a few other hair serums that were sent to me, and I'm just not using them. I should use them. The next one I've spoken about so many times. It's the K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. It's another little miracle worker that repairs hair bonds. Here's another one I'm never without. Automatic repurchase. So when it comes to pairing these items, I use the Après before I get in the shower, and then I use the K18 in the shower. It may be high maintenance, but my hair thanks me and I don't care. And if you had my menopausal hair problems, you wouldn't care either. The next one is by L'Oreal. I picked it up on one of my trips to the US. It's the Everpure Bond Repair Shampoo. Now, because the Hyel products are more on the pricey side, I do like to use a drugstore product as well. Now, since I only wash my hair twice a week, which by the way, I hate, I miss washing my hair every day. But I'm trying to protect my hair, and it's what I have to do now. I prefer to use a cheaper alternative for the first wash. And I thought this product was great. However, I can't buy it here, so I've had to move on. So if I lived in the US, would I buy it again? I would buy it again. I thought it worked great. And the last holy grail hair empty is the OGX Damage Remedy plus Coconut Miracle Oil. This is another pre-shampoo treatment designed to protect hair from damage while shampooing. I've learned, by the way, that moisture and water is the enemy. That's why I'm only washing it a few times a week. It's really not good for my hair. So what I tend to do is I apply the Apres, and then when my hair is quite wet and damp, I put on the OGX, and then I wait a half an hour, and then I have my shower. Now, just so you know, I don't use OGX if I'm using K18. Now, I know this sounds really confusing, and if you want me to do a new video on my hair routine, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. And the very last one in the hair category is by OA. It's the Glossy Nectar. Now, I did a video about this too, which I'll list below if you want to check it out. I use a little bit of this before I blow dry my hair, and I also apply it daily just to sort of the mid to the ends to soften my straw hair. And it's amazing. And yes, I've repurchased it and it's already in the bathroom. Okay. The very last category, it'll be a quick one, is supplements. Now, I take quite a few, and pretty much all of them are from the same brand, which is Do Not Age. They're just the brand that I trust. They take so much of their profits and put it right back into research just to ensure that the products that they provide are effective. So I take a lot of supplements. The ones that are here, I take daily, and there are even some that aren't here yet because they aren't emptied. And all of these replacements are already in the kitchen. Now, the first are my hydrolyzed collagen peptides. I've been taking peptides for probably 2 years. I have a scoop of it in my black coffee in the morning. It's totally tasteless, and it fits right into my routine. Easy peasy. And I have multiple empties here of the omegas 3, as well as the CERT6 activator. Like I said, I take other ones too, like magnesium and D3 and all la. They're just not empty yet. And speaking of Do Not Age, by the way, I am going to be having a chat soon with Alan Graves, who's the CEO. So if you have any questions that you would like me to ask him, put them in the comments down below and I'll make sure that we address them. Whew. Guys, that's it. That was a long one. And I'd like to know if you felt this was too long. And if you did, let me know and I can go back to splitting them up into 2. I have a lot of empties. So I would love to know your thoughts on these empties. Are there any favorites of yours? Are there any products that are new to you? Are there ones that you didn't like? Please do leave your comments below because I just so love hearing from you. And if you made it this far, thank you. And leave me a clapping emoji because you deserve it for sticking with me this long. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. It's going to be a walk in the park.
Sure.
Easy peasy. Okay.
No bother, Mary.
No bother. Okay.